purchase ledger clerk needs to have an outgoing and personable approach. A big part of the role, it's not just processing invoices, it's getting to the bottom of issues with suppliers, it's figuring out payment cycles.
Qualities that are good for a purchase ledger clerk, the first is strong data inputting skills. So being able to deal with high volume of data, processing it in a timely manner and accurately, and also something that they enjoy doing because it's a very repetitive role. A second quality would be proactive. So not just sending out invoices to departments to process, but actually chasing them up to ensure they get paid timely to avoid disruption to the business. And thirdly, a team player. So someone who can develop good working relationships and ensure good process flow through collaboration with the rest of the business.
Attention to detail, being able to communicate effectively and strongly given you're dealing with suppliers, and the ability to work to deadlines, because a lot of the management accounts, statutory accounts are really reliant on the purchase ledger clerk getting everything into the system on time.
They should be experienced, so they should know the job, so they should demonstrate that. For that sort of role, and for most roles in finance, particularly at the processing end, they should have a good attention to detail, but also anyone in my team really needs to have good organisational skills and be organised and able to cope with the work and self-manage.
I think fundamental attention to detail, no mismatches on the purchase ledger, no debit balances. So attention to detail is really important. The ability to get on internally, because usually the challenges are faced internally. People haven't done the right things that they should have done on POs and things like that. And also probably the most important is to be assertive on all inbound calls without them being referred up to the CFO.
Attention to detail, it is, let's be honest about it, quite a transactional role, but a really important transactional role. And you're almost like the gatekeeper to everything else that flows beyond it in terms of the numbers as a purchase ledger clerk. So, there's nothing I like more than a purchase ledger clerk that's got that attention to detail and can spot things before, it gets too far down the line.
Making sure the payment details are accurate. Remember, this is a payment going out. This is cash leaking from the business working capital. So, it's critical. Point 2 on this will be, accuracy. And point 3 is actually knowing the suppliers and having a very good, relationship with those suppliers.
The first quality I would think of is attitude, but that doesn't necessarily mean, I'd look for that in a purchase ledger person specifically. That could be, to anyone. So that I think at any level, and I think about purchase ledger manager that I've got at the moment, attitude is key, and that can do work ethic. Nothing too much trouble. I think that's probably the first thing I'd look at.
Relevant experience, a need for accuracy or a desire for accuracy, and strong customer service skills. Need to know, it needs to be somebody who knows what they're doing, who can get it right first time, and who is able to explain what they're doing if asked.